Hello students. Yesterday we have discussed dielectrics and their properties. How can we polarize any dielectric? How can we produce electric field? And what kinds of dielectrics we have. So today let's discuss some of the more properties of dielectrics. First topic that we will discuss, that is polarization density. So as we know that when we will put any dielectric in external electric field, then due to localization of charges, some induced electric field is generated inside the dielectric. It means that an electric field will be produced there in the opposition of the external electric field in which it is we are just putting it. So it means simple polarization density is related to that term. It is dipole moment of the dielectric per unit volume. Means any dielectric which how much strength it has per unit volume to oppose any external field. So and it is denoted by capital P. So polarization density is defined by dipole moment of dielectric per unit volume. So suppose we have any plate, any rectangular slab in which the current density is sigma, and here Q charges are distributed uniformly there. So in that case, if A is the area of the plate, then we can write here sigma is equal to Q over A, we can write here. Then we can just put in the place of dipole moment. As you know that dipole moment is charge into the distance between any two charges that is forming dipole electric dipole. So suppose the distance between the charges, that is d, and also suppose in plate we have only one electric dipole whose distance is d, and also the plate distance, that is also is equal to d. A plate width we can say that is equal to d. So in the place of dipole moment we can write 2 into d here, and in the place of volume, if area is a, distance or thickness is b, sorry d, then we can write it also that is a into d here. So from here it will be cancelled out. So we will see this is equal to q by a, and q by a is equal to sigma. So simple polarization density is equal to charge density that is induced on any dielectric slab. Simple, by calculating charge density, if charge if anywhere charge density is greater, it means that there is greater polarization, there is greater opposition for the external electric field that is present there. Next, there are very small definitions exactly here. Next is electric susceptibility. So suppose that if external electric field that is present outside the dielectric, that is very weak, that is not of that strength. So if its strength is weak, its value is not large, then that time the polarization, that is the localization of charges inside the dielectric, it is directly proportional to the resultant electric field. Resultant electric field means total the electric field outside and minus of electric field inside. So it will be directly proportional to that value. So suppose E is resultant electric field, so this will be equal to P is directly proportional to E here. This polarization is directly proportional to our polarization density, you can say, that is directly proportional to net field here. And if we will solve it, then this is equal to sub chi into E. So this proportionality constraint, it is known as electrical susceptibility, and value is given by electric field or if we want to polarize the system by unit value, then how much electric field is required for that polarization, it is known as its electric susceptibility. So simple, by the definition it is clear, electric susceptibility is property of medium. It is the fundamental or basic property of medium that tells us about the polarization of medium. Is how much we can polarize that medium, how many number of electric dipoles we can form with the help of which amount of electric field. Suppose we have any dielectric material and we want to polarize that dielectric material. by some value. So the value we can just put it here, and after putting it, if we know for that particular dielectric what is its susceptibility, then we can easily calculate how much electric field we needed to increase or to produce that polarization. So simple by this whole of the discussion, susceptibility gives us knowledge about the polarization of in any material. Means if we have knowledge of susceptibility, we can easily apply the exact electric field to polarize that particular dielectric material. Next topic is here, that is relation between susceptibility and dielectric constant. So to derive the expression between dielectric constant and also electrical susceptibility, we will use the concept of the polarization as when any dielectric material is, we just put it into external field of strength E, that or E0 suppose that, then some of the electric dipoles are formed inside the dielectric, and due to that an induced electric field is generated inside that. Suppose that has strength EP, then net electric field is given by E is equal to external electric field minus internal electric field, and we know that the property of dielectric is that its internal electric field will be always less than the external one. So it is just, we can take its difference. Now also we have just defined what will be the value of internal electric field in terms of dielectric or in terms of polarization density. So according to polarization density or dielectric susceptibility, we can also use it for the value. So as dielectric susceptibility, just we have calculated, that is chi is equal to this is P by E here. So we can also write this value, or if we want to change it into the terms of dielectric constant, so by just putting the value of polarization density, we can just change it. As we know that in the case of any dielectric, the electric field that is produced inside it, that we have calculated before, it is given by sigma upon epsilon 0. That is the strength of the electric field inside any dielectric. So this is, we can just calculate it, or as we have just derived that polarization density is equal to the this charge density. So it means that we can write here P is upon sigma 0. And the value of P we have just derived in the terms of electrical susceptibility. This is epsilon 0 by E upon epsilon 0. So from here we can see this is equal to chi into E. So let's put its value here. So this will be E is equal to E0 minus chi of E0. This there should be E0 also. So this is equal to, sorry, I think E should be here, not E0. Just. So from here, if we will just see or just divide this whole of the equation by this E, so we can just obtain here this value. Now as we know that this value is equal to dielectric constant. So as dielectric constant, we have just defined as it is the ratio of the electric field that is present outside to the ratio of net electric field that is reduced by the polarization produced in the dielectric. So we can write in the place of this is K, this is chi. So from here K will be equal to 1 plus chi. So this is relationship between dielectric constant and electrical susceptibility. Simple from here we can see that whenever electrical susceptibility will change, means the value of polarization that is changed or electric field is changed, then according to that the properties of the medium to polarize, that is also changed. Means simple thing is that Dielectric constant represent that how much polarization can be generated inside any dielectric material, or simple thing is that if by definition you will see this is representing to reduce the field by some amount, how much external electric field is needed there, or if external electric field is constant, then what amount of polarization is produced inside so that it is reduced by some amount. So simple is that what is the strength to produce electric field inside dielectric, it is known as its dielectric constant, but and also this susceptibility is known as how much polarization can be produced for a particular value of electric field from that is already existed outside. So these two quantities are representing the same thing, so obviously they are related with each other and they are related by this formula. So we can derive this by this method. Again, just let's summarize it again. So for this case, first of all, if in any dielectric, this EP is polarization that is produced by the application of any external field E0. So we can write the net electric field E, that is equal to external electric field minus internal electric field or induced electric field inside the dielectric. Now as we know that induced electric field, its value is equal to sigma upon epsilon 0. So as we have just proved, this is polarization density is equal to the charge density. So in the place of sigma we can use P here. And also in terms of electrical susceptibility, we have calculated what is polarization, as it is directly proportional to electric field. That if we will remove the proportionality constant, then these two terms will appear here due to the properties of medium. So we can use directly here, and this will be equal to chi into E. And after putting it and dividing it by E, we can obtain this value, and this ratio is represented by dielectric constant, and we can derive the formula here. So simple relation is very simple. We can derive relationship between dielectric constant and susceptibility easily. So as up to now we have discussed how the electric polarization in any dielectric that will change due to change in any electric field. And now let's see what will be the effect on the capacitance due to the presence of the medium dielectric. So as this topic we have discussed before already, but still here we will discuss and derive the formula for the parallel plate capacitor. So if we will just put some kinds of dielectric material between the plates of the capacitor, then what will be the effect on the capacity. So here generally by the theory you can understand it as whenever dielectric material we just put it inside any external electric field, then there is the starting of polarization due to the induced electric field. So if there is the production of induced electric field, and we know that that opposes the external electric field, it means that it will decrease the value of the external electric field, it will reduce the value of external electric field. So if external electric field will be reduced, then it means that the potential between the plates, that will also be reduced. So due to reduction of potential on plate, the capacitance will increase there. So if we will use medium that have greater permittivity, that has greater dielectric polarization, or that has greater polarization, that can reduce greater in greater amount electric field, so that will be useful to store the charges or to use that medium to fill up between parallel plate capacitor to increase its capacity there. So I think how the capacity is increased due to presence of any other medium, that is I think clear, because of the induced electric field, just electric field, overall electric field is reduced, and due to that capacity is increased there. Now let's see what will be the capacities of parallel plate capacitor with a dielectric slab. So it means that suppose we have any two parallel plates, and on these parallel plates obviously we have opposite charges that are induced over it, or distributed, you can say that distributed over it. Okay? Now we are just putting any dielectric slab inside it, and the thickness of dielectric slab, suppose this is T, and overall thickness of this one we have taken before. before, that was D. The area of the plate is A, and the permittivity of now this dielectric material, or so let's say dielectric constant is K for this particular dielectric material. Then what will be the impact here on the capacitance or on this working function of the parallel plate capacitor when we put it here? So as we know that here the direction of electric field, that is from positive to negative in this direction, but due to the presence of this external potential, the electrons that will be attracted on this side and positive charge that will be on this side. So it means that there is also the polarization of charges that will be produced due to the presence of external field outside it. Already we have understood already the concept of polarization in dielectric. So here polarization will be started, and due to the starting of polarization, if you will see the direction of electric field inside dielectric slab, so that is opposite to the direction of electric field outside it. It means that this electric field will try to reduce the outside electric field by some amount, and it means overall electric field that will be reduced here. So suppose E0 is outer electric field intensity or external electric field. So external electric field is given by E0 is equal to sigma upon epsilon 0. We have just calculated it before, and if Q charge are distributed over this uniformly, then this can be written as Q upon A epsilon 0. A is area of the plate here. And also we know that what is the value of dielectric polarization, or simple, if we suppose E is the total net electric field after the reduction of the field that is produced due to dielectric slab, and let's suppose that in dielectric slab EP is the electric field that is generated, so value will be equal to E0 minus EP. Now we can divide this whole equation, or we can just write in the place of 0, as we know that E0 by E, this is equal to dielectric constant K here. Hence external electric field to the reduction in electric field or to the final electric field, this is known as dielectric constant. Is in how much amount external field is reduced, that is known as dielectric constant. So from here we can put the value of E0 in terms of E here, or we can also put the value of E in terms of E0. So let's put its value here, and if we will put its value, then this will be equal to E is equal to E0 divided by K here. So suppose this is our equation number 1. Now when we will see the thickness of this dielectric slab, this is equal to small t, and thickness of this whole of the plate, that is equal to d, then obviously the external electric field that is now effective only the up to the distance d minus t, because this is external electric field is not effective inside it, it is effective outside it. So E0 is effective up to the distance d minus t, and also the external field that is effective or reduced field, that we are saying capital E. Capital E is reduced field due to the dielectric polarization that is present here, that is effective up to T. So this is very simple concept here. Up to the limit or up to the region where dielectric is present or dielectric medium is present, then there will be polarization, there will be induced electric field, and its direction is opposite to the electric field. So suppose E0 is electric field that is present here, and EP is electric field that is trying to reduce its value, and if we will see the reduced electric field, then that is equal to E0 minus EP. So this reduced electric field is effective only up to the region of dielectric slab. So if we want to calculate what is the potential, overall potential due to whole of this system, so this is given by the external potential E0 and the range up to which it is effective. So E0 is now not effective in this region of dielectric. In this region of dielectric, reduced electric field is effective, that is equal to E here. So this will be equal to E0 D minus T, and plus now in this field we have is produced due to the presence of dielectric field. In this dielectric slab, this potential will be generated E into T, and outside the dielectric slab in this region, we can say D minus T region, so this is E0 electric field is present, and due to that potential will be generated here. Now let's use all the values that is given here. Now V is equal to, this is E0 D minus T, and in place of E we can write E0 by K into T. We have just calculated that also, and now let's solve it. Simple solve. E0 will be equal to D minus T plus T by K here, and this is V. And in place of E0, as we know that this is equal to Q upon A epsilon 0. Its value is equal to sigma by epsilon 0, and by using the value of sigma Q by A we can write it here, and this is also equal to 1 minus, if we will take T as the common, so this will be 1 minus 1 by K. This is equal to V, and we know that capacitance is given by Q by V from here. So let's solve it by the value. So Q by V, this will be equal to A epsilon 0 divided by 1 minus T, 1 minus 1 by K from here. So this is the final value of the capacitance due to the presence of any dielectric slab, or in a simple term we can write C is equal to A epsilon 0 upon 1 plus T plus P by K. Okay, I'm just writing. I'm sorry, this will be minus T. So from these things we can see that now, due to the presence of any external dielectric slab, external medium between the plate of the capacitor, capacity changed. Before this, capacity was equal to A epsilon 0 divided by V only. So this was the capacity when no medium was present, or simply air medium was present inside the dielectric slab, the parallel plate capacitor. But if we will put any dielectric slab of thickness T inside that parallel plate capacitor, then its capacity is changing. So now we can see how the capacity is changing and on which factor it is depending on. So first factor here we are seeing this is depending on this T, and second factor it is depending on this dielectric constant K. It means that if dielectric constant will change or thickness will change, then obviously with change in thickness, with change in dielectric constant, its value of T, that will also change here. I think we, sorry, I think here the minus T should be here the minus T of this value. Now here some of the conditions we can see from this formula. First condition is, suppose the thickness of dielectric slab that we have taken, that is equal to D. Means if we will put the dielectric slab inside the whole of the space between parallel plate capacitor, then by this formula D minus T will be cancelled out. Here will be only D and here will be K, that will be off. So this will be C is equal to A epsilon 0 or K A epsilon 0 divided by T here. So this is the capacity of parallel plate capacitor before that we have calculated. So it means that if any dielectric medium of dielectric constant K that is filled between the parallel plate capacitor of same thickness as the distance between parallel plate, then its capacity increases by the K times or by the dielectric value of dielectric constant of that medium that we have used here. Simple, by this concept we can see that its capacity is increased in multiple times. Suppose dielectric constant has value 2 point something, so it means that capacity will be increased by 2 times something directly by inserting the dielectric slab inside that particular medium. Also it is depending on the thickness that we are taking. Greater will be the thickness and greater will be the capacity of the parallel plate capacitor there. will be if we are using any conducting slab inside the parallel plate capacitor. So this is our parallel plate capacitor, and suppose this is the conducting slab that we are taking, and its thickness is again T. The distance between these two plates, that is equal to D. Its area is A. Q charges are spread over this one, and in the same way minus Q charges are spread here. Sigma is charge density. Then outside electric field, that will be equal to Q upon or sigma upon epsilon 0, or that we can write Q by A epsilon 0 here. Now due to the presence of this positive, obviously negative charges will be induced here and positive charges will be induced here. And we know that the properties of conductor, here induced electric field, that will be equal to the outward electric field. It means that overall electric field EP between this is equal to 0 now. So if we will use the formula for the potential, so this potential is given by electric field due to this reason. So electric field due to this reason is obviously this is equal to 0. No electric field, no potential will be obtained. Oh sorry, one more thing. Here should be the potential that is also constant, that has constant value. But still, if you will see it by the terms of this one, then that will be 0. And if you will see due to the reason of outward of it, so that is equal to E0, and that E0 is effective inside the region D minus T. So this is the same method that we have used for the dielectric. This E0 field is applicable outside the conducting slab, and this EP is effective inside this. So this EP is equal to actually not E0, this should be equal to E0. It means that the reduced electric field, that is overall electric field, is equal to 0 inside this. So if overall electric field is 0 inside this, then it means potential, if you will calculate from this point to this point, this potential will be same everywhere. So this potential is given by this value, and value of E0 is from here, this is Q upon A epsilon 0. This is D minus T here, and from this point we can calculate capacity, that is equal to Q by D. So this is equal to A epsilon 0 D minus T. So this is the formula for the calculation of capacitance. If any capacitance that we are, or conducting slab that we are using, and its thickness is equal to T here. So simple, whenever we are using any conducting slab, then the capacity is depending on the thickness of the slab. And from here you can see that if we have to increase the capacity, we have to decrease this factor here. So to decrease this factor, we can increase this plate thickness. So simple, by increasing the plate thickness of the conducting plate, we can increase capacity of the parallel plate capacitor by even conducting medium also. So conducting medium can also increase the capacity, dielectric medium can also increase the capacity. So we are using these kind of medium to enhance the capacity of the capacitor to in accordance with our use or our purpose. So simple, by today's discussion we can also see the dielectric constant in terms of capacitance here. Last thing that we will discuss here. After that we have to still I think we have discussed all the topic about this chapter. So this chapter will be end here today, and in next class we will start current electricity chapter. So in this case here as we have seen, C is equal to some K into C0 for the condition T is equal to T. This is the thickness of the plate of dielectric slab is equal to this thickness of or distance between two metallic plate that we are using. So this capacity is given by this value. It means that K is given by C upon C0. Means if we know the capacity of parallel plate capacitor without a dielectric medium and with dielectric medium, then we can even understand and we can calculate what is its dielectric constant. Also we have calculated it by the use of electric field. Is if we know electric field before putting dielectric field in external electric field, and after putting dielectric field in external electric field, then we can calculate dielectric constant. So by using this formula we can understand and we can the properties of dielectric also. Now I think that is all clear. And where we are using capacitors, so capacitors we are using in filter circuit, in tank circuit, in oscillators, in our daily life. In filter circuit, like we are using it to filter out some of the AC signals, and that we will discuss in alternating current also. And we are using this capacitors in the Millikan experiment to calculate the value of electric field, or to produce the electric field of the desired value there. Also we are using in radio circuits in the tuning. So capacitors are a basic key of actually our electrical circuits, where we are using it as the charging purpose, we are using is as the oscillating purpose, or as a filter circuit we are using its properties. So number of places we are using it. So I think the capacitor, its properties, its capacitance, how to calculate it, how to combine it, all the things are now clear. So let's just end the chapter here and the class here. Rest of the things we will discuss in next class about the next chapter. Thank you.